Hello Pisces, this is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you, Pisces, about May. We're going to talk about the 1st through the 28th in the overview, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about the 1st through the 7th at the end, all right? So we have 4 weeks this month we're covering, and it is going to be pretty cool. Just 4 columns and 4 cards. It'll be great. Let's do this. So these cards are now programmed for the month, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and program these cards for just the week of the 1st through the 7th. Pisces, you should know that I am going to be offering some classes in crystals and also in tarot, but I will be doing that in a couple of months. I will post it on my website where you can book appointments and join classes. They will be online classes, not in person or anything. So everyone from around the globe is welcome. And we'll work out the schedules to accommodate out-of-towners. I'm going to program these. And I will set these aside, and we'll get back to them at the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and lay out these cards. The first row is where we are, the theme of the week. The second row is going to be what's blocking us that week. And the third row is going to be our solution for that week. So that's pretty groovy, right? So cool. All right, let's look at this. The first week of May is the 1st through the 7th. And here we have the High Priestess, which is telling me that your intuition is running high this particular week. And we want you to trust your gut and stay on point. There will be, this is a Ace of Swords, which is telling me that there's a gift of power. However, it's going to be the kind of power that puts you in a position where you can't do what you want to do. All right, so it's going to block you from doing what you really want to do. So it's just a new responsibility that's less than pleasant. Okay, sorry about that. We have the 5 of Wands saying that you're going to be able to rally your pals around you to help you accomplish what you want to do. So you're going to have some help. Excellent. Very good. Now, let's go ahead and talk about May 8th through the 14th. We have the Queen of Cups, who is telling me that there is an emotionally based lady, emotionally based feminine energy person in your life. It's a lady, come on. This person is going to be playing prevalently in your life this week. She's going to be a part of, she's going to be involved in what's going on. You're not going to be able to take your power in this situation. This is the 7 of Swords telling me that you are not in the blocking department, so you're not going to be able to take your power back here. She's going to be telling you what to do, and you're going to do it. And that's okay, because that's how it is, right? This is a King of Wands, and that's the solution. This is you finding a fella of like mind to hang out with who can and will help you in your process and alleviate you from some of the emotional stuff that you may or may not be able to deal with right now, okay? So keep that in mind and keep an eye out for who the King of Wands might be, all right? And now we have the next week being the 15th for the 21st. We have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is really a bossy fella, somebody who's going to come in and try and tell you what to do and how it's going to be and what's going to happen and why it's like that and da-da-da. Always a risky choice with you. So let's be clear that this is just information coming down the pike. We'll get more information when we come down, when we get to it. There's an area where you're blocked, the Queen of Swords. So you've got a bossy couple showing up to help you out. Oh, joy. So, if they only knew, right? So I want you to take a deep breath. Let's identify who these people are in your life. One is there to technically help, and the other one is there to block you. This is good information. And this here is the Nine of Swords, reminding us that we have used our power in the past and had big problems. And we're experiencing regrets from how we used our power in the past. So you're actually being able to witness other people possibly using their power the way you did, and experiencing it from a receiving end, and getting the regrets that you're getting because they seem so similar to who you used to be. Okay. We're going to go deep on this later, but mind yourself. This is going to be okay. I think it's going to come out okay. We have over here. We're going to let's look at the end of the month, the 22nd through the 28th, and this shows the Nine of Wands, where you have different ideas than anybody else, and it's interesting to see how people are responding to you with your different ideas. An area where you're blocked, there's the Knight of Cups, somebody fighting for you fighting for your heart's desire is not going to help you in this situation. Even though you have good ideas or your own ideas, fighting about it isn't going to get you where you want to go. The Hierophant is showing up here to say, at the end here, to say that it's important for you to maybe return to your faith. The overall vibe I'm getting here is that there may be, the only solution you may be able to get into here is one that is a compromise of some sort. Certainly a compromise of what you want in the overall end. And it may be that you have to do something similar but different to what you hope to do. Okay? So that's just an overall vibe that I'm getting. And I want you to hear that overall during this part of the reading. I'm going to go ahead and set these cards all aside so that we can get into the overview, or we can get out of the overview and into the specifics of the first week. All right. We pre-programmed these cards for this, and we are ready to go. So here we go. Adding more information. Can change the entire vibe of the whole reading just by adding a few cards. Let's just see. So we were talking about your intuition being very clear and very right. And the reality that you really want to use your power to help other people is something that they may or may not be getting, okay? So just keep that in mind. Oh, look. Your High Priestess has shown up twice in the same place. So you are, just listen to your gut. Everything about what he is telling you is exactly on point, okay? There's nothing to be concerned about. If you get a bad vibe, don't do it. If you get a great vibe, do it. Do it, do it, do it, okay? That's what I want you to take with you moving forward. So we have the Ace of Swords, the gift of power. We had talked about you getting the gift of responsibility that would stop you from moving forward. And this is coming from a group of friends. The Five of Wands is telling me that you have a group of friends. And then you have the Knight of Wands, meaning that someone's fighting for their ideas. And all of this is getting in the way of you just helping somebody, okay? So isn't that interesting that something so simple as whatever this is could get so far in the way of you doing exactly what you want to do? Fascinating. So we're going to go ahead and look at what this is. This is part of our solution, and the Five of Wands said that you should rally your friends. We're rallying our friends, but maybe not around our responsibility, eh? The responsibility that will block us from having a good time. Okay, we're rallying friends. We are looking for a way to make things fair. That's wonderful news. I'm thrilled to hear that. So you're going to rally your friends. You're going to make things look fair and be fair for somebody. And then you'll complete a cycle. So that's pretty good. I think that if you can maybe rally your friends to take care of the additional blocking power problem, responsibility situation, so that you have friends who are taking care of that little project because you can't. Then you can move on to the part of making things fair and getting things done, right? Paperwork will commence, all right? Excellent. I'm glad to hear and see that this is happening like this, and I look forward to seeing how next week goes. Okay? I'll talk to you next for the 8th or the 14th. Thank you, Pisces.